What's up, guys? NFL Talk here with the last video of the night completely. The Kansas City Chiefs go into overtime to win against the Denver Broncos, the division rivals, 30 to 27. It was a tough battle for sure. Kansas City kept the Denver Broncos on their toes. It was like everybody having their chance, everybody having their faults. Defense got lacking at some points. Offense came back with a heavy dose. Um, it was looking pretty crazy in the overtime. It was looking like it was gonna go for second overtime. Well, actually, going to be a draw because now all of a sudden they're just applying this rule where if they're tied up, let's call it a draw. And no team wants that right now. No team wants that coming close to the end of the season. So great job for Kansas City Chiefs. They remain in the wild card right now, along with the Texans, the Dolphins, who just surprised everybody. I thought they were dead, and all of a sudden they're up there. And then you have the Ravens. So let's look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Alex Smith, 26 completions out of 44, 220 yards, 220 yards, and a touchdown pass, no interceptions. Pretty decent. The defense still worked him. They very much worked his ass, but he did fair enough. The receivers, you got his his tight end, Kels, Travis Kels, 101 yards receiving. You got this boy Tariq Hill with 52 yards and a touchdown. You got the boy Spencer Ware, the running back, with 32 yards. Spencer Ware carried the ball for 17 carries, 64 yards. Pretty good. And then you have the receiver, Chris Coonley, 26 yards. So nothing really much from the Kansas City Chiefs, but they were able to pick their moments well enough to get the win. The defense was spectacular, really. This guy, man, Justin Houston, 6 year man, dropped three sacks on that boy and got a forced fumble to boot. 10 tackles overall, just a fantastic job, and everybody else too. So that defense came through for the Kansas City Chiefs, and now the Denver Broncos. Um, you got that boy Trevor Simeon, 20 completions out of 34, 368 yards, and a three touchdown passes. This is probably his best game so far, but it just didn't result into a win. Uh, Emmanuel Sanders had a great game. 7 receptions, 162 yards, banging, and a touchdown pass. Uh, uh, Benny Flower, or Flower, I think. 76 yards and a touchdown from him. Demarius Thomas with 60 yards and Booker with 22 yards. And then we come back to Devontae Booker again. 24 carries, 79 yards from him. And Simeon also rushed for a good yardage too, 23 yards. And then we go to the defense. Sack, 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 sack. Um, a lot of sacks. Von Miller is that guy still. It's just that missing. Well, they're actually not missing anybody. Talib is back. You got Harris back. You got Ware back. Ward is still there. Yeah, you got you guys here. It's just that came short. Came short. So that's it. Kansas City Chiefs go 7-3, while no 8-3, I believe. 8-3 right now, while Denver Broncos go 7-4. So there you have it. So the Denver Broncos are knocked out of the wild card. For now, they're still at the top spot to capture a spot for the wild card. It's just have to see who's lacking. Kansas City Chiefs are resting at the high wild card with the Houston Texans, who are struggling, holding on to that division by a thread. Um, so let's look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs will face the Falcons next week. So that's going to be a big time battle. That's something they're going to really need to beat. And then the Raiders, who are going off. And then the very next week, they have the Titans. And then you have the Broncos again. This time it's going to be at Kansas City. And then you have Chargers to end the season for them. So I can see them beating the Chargers. I can see them beating the Titans. I don't see them beating the Raiders, and they have a 50 shot at beating the Falcons. I would say so. They got a couple games to win. Um, I want the Broncos to win, but I'm betting money on the Kansas City Chiefs to beat them again at home. So that will be week 15 for Kansas City. And then you have the Broncos remaining schedule. They have the Jaguars. That's an easy win. You have the Titans, which I believe they will win. They will lose the Patriots. I will see that because the offense just can't keep up with the defense, and they will lose to the Chiefs. And then I would honestly say they're gonna lose to the Raiders because I want the Raiders to win. I want them to go to the playoffs. So a very tough schedule for the Broncos. I don't see them making the playoffs. I don't see them making the wild card unless they could take the spot of the Texans. Um, if they could take the Texans spot, I'll be all for it. But if not, you gotta shake them off, Broncos. You gotta get out of here because there's new spots coming for you. So that's it. Kansas City go up 8-3. Broncos are trying to get to that playoffs. We're closing into the end. So good night, everybody.